Hi everybody, I'm Conor Aurora with SteelTree, and today I'll be showing you how to use the SteelTree Yield Optimization Workspace to identify what is causing yielded drift in your plant. We'll also try to understand why it's happening and how we can take action to resolve it. So let's go ahead and start by creating a new workspace in SteelTree. I'm going to hit Create Workspace, and then I'm going to choose the Yield Optimization Workspace. SteelTree is going to want to know how our operation actually runs, right? So we have batches, runs or campaigns, continuous or mixed. The data that I'm using and the plant that I work at runs in batches, so I'm going to go ahead and select batches. And with that, I'm going to create my workspace. Next, we'll start to upload and connect to our production systems that actually has this data. I'm going to go ahead and upload a CSV with my yield data, but you can connect to different types of systems such as historians, Kepware, Prophecy, SAP, and any other system that supports database connectors, OData connectors, or REST APIs. So let's go ahead and select my yield data, press open. And now the data is going to upload. Next, I'm going to be adding some unstructured data. Now this unstructured data could have been collected from SteelTree Loop, maybe your scanned checklist, shift handover notes, SOPs from SharePoint, or any other document related to your yield processes. So let's go ahead and select some context here. And like I said, this data that we already have was collected by SteelTree Loop. So we have some production meetings, some shift handovers, some maintenance decisions and discussions, and some quality investigations, also some SOPs around the yield process. Let's go ahead and link those. All right. The context is important because it captures the information that transactional systems often miss: what operators observed, what changed during shifts, and what actions were taken. Once the data is uploaded, SteelTree automatically maps the fields to the workspace model. We can review the mapping and correct anything if needed. I think we're good to go, so let's save the mapping. Next, let's identify where the yield is coming from, and SteelTree will also auto map that for us. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and save. And now we're just going to quickly review the configurations and deploy and activate our yield optimization workspace. Once the workspace is deployed, SteelTree automatically generates relevant visuals related to the yield optimization workspace. We can see the different types of visuals along with KPIs up here at the top: daily average yield, yield distribution, yield by shift, yield by product, yield by line, and much more. We can also start using the SteelTree Agent to dig deeper into some of these visualizations that we see. For example, yield by shift here shows us that the night shift is 1.1% lower than the day shift. We want to find out why and what we can do about it. So let's use the SteelTree Agent to ask a simple question. Why is yield lower on the night shift, and what can we do about it? So I'm going to go ahead and create a new agent chat and just type out that question. The agent shows that the gap is being driven by fermentation temperature drifts. It connects the production data with the shift handover notes that we collected, saying that the chiller struggles overnight, especially around tanks 4, 6, and 9. The recommended next steps is to inspect the chiller under the full overnight load and check the related valves and jackets. In the past, it could have taken a team hours or days to connect production data with what operators were seeing on the floor. With SteelTree, we were able to do that in minutes and get a recommendation on what to do next to solve our problem. And that's just a quick overview of how SteelTree can help you move from scattered data to clear root cause and practical next steps.